everyone, it's Amanda. I am sitting here in the park today because they are doing construction on my building, and so with the loud equipment I couldn't really film at home. However, it is windy and I forgot to bring my microphone attachment that muffles out the wind, so we're going to try to give this a go in the current conditions. So let's get started. So the first question about me, do you have any talents or hobbies? Yes, as I mentioned in my last 20 questions video, or I think it was that one, I am a skilled sourdough baker, and at some point down the road I will start doing an offshoot of this channel where I focus more on baking and tutorials on how to grow and cultivate your own sourdough and the recipes to bake breads with, and different skills involved with bread making. So yes, I have my hobby talent. At one point in life I wanted to actually open a bakery, but in Toronto, unless you're a trust fund baby, you just can't afford to do that. So I abandoned that idea, and now I'm a hobby baker. So let's get on to the next one. Number 2, what is your favorite feature attribute? Well, I think that the thing about me that I like the most is I have a very sarcastic sense of humor. Sometimes it teeters on dry humor, and then sometimes it's very obvious. But yeah, I do like my sense of humor. I think that's my best attribute. Number 3, what is your dream vacation? My dream vacation is actually a working vacation. I want to travel to Borneo and visit Camp Leakey, which is the OFI, which is the Orangutan Foundation International. It's their camp in Borneo, where they rehabilitate orphaned orangutans that their parents usually have been, there goes Chauncey, their parents have usually been killed in the palm oil industry, the plantations, the deforestation in Borneo right now, just Indonesia in general, due to palm oil fields is it's not talked about a lot. I try to do my best to get the word out there. People really need to watch their packaging when they make purchases, especially junk food items. If you're eating clean, you don't have to worry about this, but if you're eating any processed food at all or drinks, you really need to read your packaging and make sure you're not purchasing something made with palm oil. And with Halloween approaching, you'd be surprised how many candies are made with palm oil, and they're directly linked towards the endangerment of orangutans right now and the inevitable extinction of them. So yes, I want to visit Camp Leakey and volunteer there at the facility and working with the orangutans. Number 4, what is your favorite song? I don't really have a favorite song. I'm a musician myself, and that's a very hard question to answer. Plus, it's not really asking me what genre or anything like that, so I have no clue actually how to answer that at all. But I would say that a song that I identify with the most is probably a song by Brandi Carlile called "The Story," and that song has personal meaning to me, and I identify with the lyrics quite well. So if you want to check it out, it's a great tune. Number 5, can you swim? Yes, I can swim. I'm not an Olympian, but I'm not going to drown either. Number 6, what was your best or favorite subject in school? I would have to say my best and favorite subjects in school were art and music. Particularly music, because I did go on to pursue that more than I did with the art. Number 7, what is your dream job? Well, I would have to say my dream job, and I've actually had this dream job since I was a teenager. I want to be a blues cafe owner, not a blues bar, a blues cafe owner. So the idea behind that is, a million years ago, when I was about 18, 19 years old, I used to go to this cafe, and the owner was a blues enthusiast, which I am as well. And it was a regular coffee house, but think 90s vibe coffee house. Really cool, used furniture, couches and stuff. Really dark inside, like a bar. There were no windows. but it was just a cool hip vibe. And the guy would have live blues music in the evenings. So during the day it was the cafe, but because they didn't serve alcohol, because he was a recovering alcoholic himself, so he didn't have alcohol at this place. That's why it was a cafe. So it'd be a cafe the entire day, but in the evening they would have live blues acts come in and perform. It was really cool. So yeah, I would like to do that as well. I would like to open a blues cafe. Number 8, what is your favorite saying or quote? I would have to credit my mother with my favorite saying or quote. My mother's side of the family is deeply rooted in the southern states, and so they have a lot of funny sayings that get passed down generationally. So my favorite happens to be, worthless as tits on a boar hog. Number 9, how do you relax? I would say that the best way I relax is I really love getting my hair done. I love going in there, feeling the goop on my hair, getting the massage as they rinse your hair out, and the scalp massage, and it's so relaxing. It's better than getting a full body massage, really. For me, it is. So I think that's probably the one thing I do, and I do it every month to relax and pamper myself. Number 10, what was your favorite cartoon as a kid? My favorite cartoon as a kid was actually a very old cartoon. It was more like a cartoon from my mother's generation, but it was Merry Melodies, and the name of the actual cartoon was A Day at the Zoo. And if you remember, it's this young boy that goes around the zoo taunting the animals, and he's taunting the lions is what he's doing, because the actual cartoon bounces around to different scenarios. It's not just him, but every time it goes back to him, he's harassing the lions and poking sticks at them. And at the very, very end, they pan over to the lion's enclosure, and they see the lion there with just a big old grin on his face, and you don't see the boy. And then the next thing you hear is an echoey sound coming. The lion opens his mouth, you hear an echoey sound going, "I'm a bad boy." It's so dark and so hilarious. I love it. That's my all-time favorite cartoon. I guess Chauncey's going to help me out for the next few questions. She was whining and wanting my attention, weren't you, Missy? So number 11, what's the first thing you'd do if you won the lottery? Hands down, I'd absolutely pay off all my bills and be debt-free for the first time in my entire adult life. So that is number 1, what I would do if I won the lottery. Number 12, what is your favorite work of art? My favorite work of art is called Monet Painting His Garden at Argenté. I think I pronounced that right. I don't speak French, but I believe it's Argenté. And it was painted by Renoir. And it's beautiful, because I do love Monet and I love Renoir as well. But it actually shows, it's like it's like a photograph of Monet actually painting the portraits, or the oil paintings that he's so famous for, but precursing the camera. So I just love that piece. It's beautiful, it's colorful. Impressionism is my favorite movement, and I just love that piece. I'll try to insert a photo of it here inside the video so you can see it too. Number 13, do you have any tattoos or piercings? Yes, I have 5 tattoos that you have seen in a complete video before, and I have 3 piercings. However, I let my, I have, each ear, and then I have this side I pierced when I was young, and I let it close in, and then this one I pierced as an adult, but I took out the piece of jewelry about a year ago. If I went in, they could probably pop a new one in, push it through, but I'm not thinking that I'm going to do that. I'm pretty much done with the whole nose stud thing. So number 14, what is your favorite season or weather? Clearly, I'm filming in the park in autumn, so autumn is absolutely my favorite season. It could be autumn all year round, and I would be a happy camper. And as far as weather goes, my favorite weather, my family calls it beach weather, which is the opposite of what most people think of as beach weather. Beach weather, especially on the Washington coast where I'm from, is drizzly gray. The sky matches the water, matches the sand. It's just a complete wash of gray and drizzle. And it's more of a misty drizzle, though. It's not like drizzle like small raindrops falling. It's more of a heavy mist. And that's my favorite kind of weather. Number 15, what is your dream home? Well, my dream home is an architectural style called American Craftsman style. If you're not familiar with that, I will go ahead and insert a photo of an example of an American Craftsman home right here. So, number 16, what game or sport do you enjoy? So, again, I'm not sure if they're asking watching or playing, so I'll just answer both. Watching, I love football. I like soccer and baseball and basketball too. However, my favorite to watch is football. And of course, I am a rabid Seahawks fan and a lifelong Seahawks fan. So, anyway, and for playing, I really enjoy hiking. When I was younger, before I blew out my knee and got arthritis and all that fun stuff, I really enjoyed volleyball and softball. However, now the only real sport, if you want to call it a sport, is I do like to hit the trails and go hiking. You know, not on rugged terrain because of my knee issues, but I do enjoy hitting a nice, easy trail and hiking. So yeah, that's what kind of sports I like. Number 17, can you play a musical instrument or sing? Yes, actually. I don't know if I've even discussed this before on the channel, but I used to be a professional violinist. I stopped when I moved to Canada. I stopped for a few different reasons. But yeah, I played violin, upright bass, cello, and piano. I'm not very good at, though. I say piano because I can read treble and bass clef, which is what piano music is written in. So I can tinker around on a piano. I am not very good at it at all, but I can read the music. And then yes, I do sing. I am not a trained singer, but I don't have a terrible voice. I have a fairly decent voice. So yeah, so those are the musical instruments that I play, and yes, I do sing. Number 18, what is your best household hack? The household hack I have, as you all know, I have a scent allergy, so I have to be very careful with fragrances I bring into the home. So my hack that I do, and I do it mostly in the autumn time, like right now, it's I take a saucepan and I put water in it, and then I throw in some cinnamon sticks, some cloves, some anise, some ginger, just a whole bunch of different, I call them the pumpkin pie spices, but in whole form, not ground. I'll throw them in the pot, bring it to a boil, and then take it right down to the lowest setting, which is like a simmer setting. And I just let it go all day and top up the water as I need to, and it makes the house smell absolutely incredible. Way better than any kind of home fragrance that you can purchase at the grocery store or anything like that. It's really good, so I recommend that you try it. Number 19 is, what is something about you that is different from most people? I honestly don't know how to answer. I don't know. I really don't think I'm that different than most. I mean, I have some unusual traits or whatnot, or issues, but there are many other people that have them, so I wouldn't call it unusual. So anyway, I'm just going to leave that as I don't know. So last but not least, we have arrived at number 20, and number 20 is actually add your own question or comment here and tag a friend. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tag Sarcastically Health and Fitness, as well as Megs, Vicky, Tori. Those who follow my channel should know who both of those people are, and I'm tagging you both. And my question that I have for you is, what is your favorite animal? And actually, Sabine Davis tagged me in this, and I completely forgot the question that she left for me. So I apologize, Sabina. I will do better next time. So Anyway, I'm going to link all of those channels in the description down below, and Chauncey's getting antsy to go home, so we're gonna wrap it up right here. Thank you for joining me. If you haven't done so already, please like, comment, and subscribe, and ring the bell so you know the next time I put a video up. And have a good day. Bye, guys.